Dear learners, I welcome you all to this second module of week 8 of the online course on Introduction to Distance and Digital Education. This module is based on the functioning of ODL regulatory bodies. The main objectives of this module are to outline the concept of ODL regulatory bodies, to explain the functioning of Distance Education Bureau under UGC, particularly for functioning the ODL system and the online system in India. In the previous module, you have learned about the educational administration and pattern of administration related to distance education, etc. As we know that education is a process of development through which the individual acquires knowledge, skill, attitudes and behaviors, and it also helps him or her to adjust with the society or environment. There must be a systematic procedure or a machinery to run or manage that organization smoothly. Thus, administration is a procedure or a machinery through which an institution or an organization is managed to run smoothly its manifold functions. Educational administration is a comprehensive effort to direct, guide, and realize the specific goals of education. In ODL, there are some prominent national and international organizations or bodies that try to enhance the functioning of open and distance learning or online learning. In different parts of the world, organizations and agencies such as COAL, ICDE, AAU, etc. have been playing a major role in providing the guidelines for the functioning of the administration, curriculum development, enhancing the capacity of the institutions for conducting the research, providing and offering fellowships, sponsorship for faculty development, offering open courses and MOOCs for creating knowledge movement, and equipping the lifelong learners with the changing scenario of 21st century. Similarly, in a country like India, the Distance Education Bureau under UGC provides important guidelines for functioning of the ODL institution. In this module, we would like to look at particularly the role of Distance Education Bureau under UGC for functioning the distance education and online education in India. If we look at the overview of Distance Education Bureau, then Distance Education Bureau is a bureau of the University Grant Commission, that is UGC, based in New Delhi in India, in charge of regulating distance education in India. It was established in 2012, replacing the Distance Education Council, that is previously known as DEC, an organization that was responsible for open learning and distance education since 1985. You have perhaps read that distance education in India started in 1962 with correspondence courses and continuing education in Delhi University. The success of the project led to introduction of correspondence course institutes, later renamed as Directorate or Center of Distance Education, in several other Indian universities. In 1982, the first Open University in India, that is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, was established. This was followed by establishment of Indira Gandhi National Open University at the national level in 1985. Although the statutory regulating higher education in India is the University Grant Commission, the responsibility for promotion and coordination of open and distance learning was bestowed on IGNOU under the Indira Gandhi National Open University Act 1985. The Distance Education Council was set up by IGNOU in 1991 and became operational in 1992 with the Vice Chancellor of IGNOU acting as the ex officio chairperson of DEC, that is Distance Education Council. In August 2010, the Ministry of Human Resource Development constituted a committee for investigating distance education standards in India. The committee recommended the creation of a new regulatory body, the Distance Education Council of India. It also recommended that until such body is established, the Distance Education Council may be shifted to UGC. In 29 December 2012, the MHRD published an order transferring the regulatory authority of distance education from IGNOU to UGC. In May 2013, IGNOU dissolved the Distance Education Council and UGC took over the entire assets and manpower, establishing the Distance Education Bureau or DEB. DEB UGC can provide recognition status of the university or institutions of higher education to offer distance education programs for a particularly academic session, but details of students admitted past are to be nominated by the concerned higher education institute. DEB UGC has laid down some instructions and guidelines for pursuing UG and PG courses or programs through distance learning mode. That way, all 16 open universities of India, including IGNOU, will have to abide by the instructions made by DEB UGC while running various academic programs. The HRD ministry decided that all universities that are offering distance education should be now regulated under UGC, that is the University Grant Commission. The distance education degrees received by the students from colleges or universities which are not under UGC cannot be considered as valid degrees or certificates. With the help of UGC ODL regulations, the organization has set a few standards of instruction to the universities for the courses that are offered to the students in distance mode. The courses can be for undergraduate or postgraduate levels. Further, the regulations also allow the students to pursue about 40% of the courses that are being offered in a semester using the distance mode under the UGC regulation for credit framework for online learning courses through SWAYAM e-learning portal, particularly after in 2016 and 2021 in post-COVID period. If we look at particularly the objective of Distance Education Bureau, then it seems that the main objectives of DEB to offer affordable and efficient education to students, to provide educational facilities to all interested students, to offer academic pursuits to individuals who are willing to upgrade their knowledge, to educate those people who look at learning as lifelong activity. If we look at or see the role of Distance Education Bureau, then the Department of Higher Education established the Distance Education Bureau for regulating the processes and activities carried out in distance education programs for higher education in the country. It is important to make sure that the colleges are working as per the standard established by the Distance Education Bureau. The Distance Education Bureau is an entity that ensures that all the universities offering distance education comply with the standards and rules to maintain the high quality of education in all the courses and programs. It aims to provide high quality education for the students which will enrich them with good knowledge and incorporate key skills. The Bureau takes care of all the activities and tasks related to distance education, which includes course material formats, admission process, document requirements, giving affiliation to the colleges, and conducting examination. Now we shall going to discuss the functions of Distance Education Bureau. The basic functions of the DEB to ensure that its university complies with the rules and standards, to maintain high quality of education in this program they are going to offer, to increase the impact of distance education in our country. The rising adoption of online education and remote learning is encouraging students to pursue various programs and courses through distance learning opportunities in various universities and institutes. Further, the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic has forced the institutes to carry out remote schooling activities, which is further increasing the students' interest in distance education. However, the students need to make sure that the courses provider is meeting the standards of UGC to ensure high quality of education. Again, the implementation of new education policy 2020 has given a major emphasis on distance learning and credit score based marking system, which is creating more opportunities for adoption of distance education in the country. There is detailed description regarding curriculum and credit framework policy of UGC for UG programs based on the NEP 2020 guideline, which was published in December 2022. The University Grants Commission had accorded recognition to universities and institutions for offering programs through distance mode from academic session 2013 onwards. After the transfer of regulatory work from the erstwhile Distance Education Council to UGC, the continuation of recognition was given to institutes or universities for 1 year, that is 2014 and 15, which were already having recognition under institutional recognition program-wise recognition. Subsequently, in the absence of ODL regulation, Commission decided to continue the recognition during 2015-16 in respect of those institutions which were recognized during 2014 to 15 to offer ODL programs. For the purpose of considering the recognition of eligible universities and institutions, the UGC for the first time carried out an extensive exercise. The recognition was accorded to the eligible universities or institutions based on the recommendations of the expert committees. In case of universities, the recognition was accorded for 2 academic years, that is for 2016-17 and 2017-18. However, by UGC ODL first and second amendments after the academic session 2017 and 18, the Commission shall not accord any approval to the open and distance learning programs of stand-alone institutions. UGC ODL Regulation 2017 and UGC ODL Programs and ODL Programs Regulation 2020, UGC Curriculum and Credit Framework 2022 provides the detailed benchmark and clear guidelines for functioning of ODL and online institutions in India. Although DEB provides the permission to run the UGC and PG programs in ODL mode, however, there are some courses and programs which are prohibited in ODL modes as such programs in engineering, medicine, dental, pharmacy, nursing, architecture, physiotherapy, agriculture, hotel management, culinary management and programs not permitted to be offered in distance mode by any statutory council or regulatory authorities to be conducted by the higher education institutions under open and distance learning mode. Besides, maintaining transparency is another key factor as per UGC guidelines, where its higher education institution must disclose the detailed information regarding the program-wise enrollment, academic support services, syllabus of the programs, learners enrollment detail, admission detail, date of term and examination, letter of recognition from the Commission, list of learner support centers, report on quality assurance, etc. in their official university websites, which is mandatory in nature. There are some other important provisions of the regulation, the ODL Regulation 2017 and amended in 2020. Regarding equivalence of qualification acquired through conventional or open and distance learning or online mode, the Commission stated that degrees at undergraduate and postgraduate level in conformity with UGC notification on specification of degrees 2014 and postgraduate diplomas awarded through open and distance learning mode and or online mode by higher education institutions recognized by the Commission under these regulations shall be treated as equivalent to the corresponding awards of the degrees at undergraduate and postgraduate level and postgraduate diplomas offered through conventional mode. Regarding learner-centric provision, the Commission, the UGC or the regulation stated regarding the learner's mobility, a learner enrolled for a program under open and distance learning mode or online mode in a higher education institution recognized by the Commission under these regulations shall be eligible for mobility from one mode of learning to another mode of learning within the higher education institution as per the provision stipulated under its act. Admission taken during recognition period. Regarding the admission taken in a recognized program under open distance learning mode or online mode during the recognition period stands recognized till the completion of the program, even if the higher education institution does not have recognition for further years, provided the program is offered as per the UGC norms of territorial jurisdiction and in conformity with the extant guideline or UGC regulation and regulations of respective regulatory bodies. Regarding learners' enrollment for open and distance learning mode, a learner residing any part of the country may enroll in any program being offered by a higher educational institution recognized by the Commission for offering program under open and distance learning mode, provided that the higher education institutions shall conduct all activities such as admission, contact programs, examination, etc. for learners strictly within the territorial jurisdiction of the higher educational institution as specified in these regulations. Regarding the learner's enrollment for online mode, a learner residing within or outside India may enroll in any program being offered by a higher education institution recognized by the Commission for offering program under online mode. So, offering of certificate and diploma level programs in this regard, higher educational institutions recognized for offering programs at undergraduate degree or postgraduate degree or postgraduate diploma levels in open and distance learning mode or online mode may offer certificate or diploma program in open and distance learning mode or online mode in the domains other than prohibited programs as per stated or mentioned above, to the condition that before the actual start of such program, all the certificate or diploma programs are duly approved by the statutory authorities of the higher educational institutions and the regulatory authority or academic council as applicable, and the delivery mechanism conforms to the quality standards of the open distance learning education or online education. Regarding the integrated programs through open and distance learning mode or online mode, any proposal received from a higher education institutions for offering an integrated program through open learning or online mode shall be considered by the Commission only if it is compliance to the UGC notification on specification of degrees in the year 2014. Regarding non-consideration of programs proposed by the higher education institution through affiliated colleges only, the higher educational institutions shall be eligible to apply for only such programs under the open and distance learning mode or online mode which are being offered by its constituent college or department or centers for distance and online education. The programs which are being offered only through affiliated colleges shall not be considered for recognition. Apart from these norms, UGC 2020 recommended particularly the provisions of online education that includes LMS, MOOCs through SWAM platform, etc. Regarding e-learning material, the Commission defines that the e-learning material means and includes content in the form of structured course material as part of one or more courses in the online program in digital format delivered through learning management system, which is entirely self-explanatory, self-contained, self-directed at the learner and amenable to self-evaluation and enable the learner to acquire the prescribed level of learning in a course of study. The Commission also describes the usability of information and communication technology, that means the diverse set of tools and resources to be used to communicate, to create, disseminate, store, manage information and be deployed for realizing the goals of interactive teaching learning, enhancing access, ensuring knowledge information sharing, building capacity and management of the educational system and resources. According to the Commission, open and distance learning mode means a mode of providing flexible learning opportunities by overcoming separation of teacher and learner using a variety of media including print, electronic, online and occasional interactive face-to-face meetings with the learner or learner support services to deliver teaching learning experiences including practical or work experiences. In fact, Open University means a higher educational institution which imparts education only through open and distance learning mode or online mode using variety of media including print, electronic, online, information and communication technology, educational aids including open educational resources or massive open online courses, etc. As per the UGC 2020 regarding the recognition process for offering programs under ODL mode or online mode, the Commission fixed some institutional level eligibility criteria. If any higher education institution may apply for offering programs through the open and distance learning mode must be fulfill criteria such as shall be accredited by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, that is NAAC, with minimum score of 3.01 on a 4-point scale, or having ranked in top 10 in university category of National Institutional Ranking Framework at least once in 2 preceding cycles at the time of application. So, dear friends, I hope you may get a brief idea on the role of the Commission of functioning of education system in India, particularly the ODL system, which may be modified, amended from time to time for ensuring quality learning opportunity to the stakeholders. In the next module, we shall be discussing the role of intergovernmental organization of ODL and online learning systems. So, see you in the next module. Thank you.